Hi lovelies, welcome to my channel. My name is Jessica, and in this video I want to share with you how I made this beautiful short that I'm putting on. Is an high waist short with an elastic at the back. So if this is something you're interested in learning, let's get right into the video. So guys, I have this fabric here that I want to use for this short, and it's 18 inches long. Now this short is actually 20 inches, so it's going to be having a 2-inch band. So let's get right into it. So I'm going to place my tape at this waistline. So this is a waistline here, and I'll place my tape this way, and I'll measure 10 inches down to get my crush depth. Now, like I said, this short is an high waist short, so I'll be working with 10 inches as my crotch depth. Then I'll be adding half an inch to that 10 inches. This half an inch will serve as stitching allowance. So when I'm done marking it, I'm going to use my ruler to rule the line across like this. Now, on this crushed line here, I'm going to mark my hip measurement divided by 4, and I'll be adding 1 inch to that. I'll mark it here. I'll come over to the waistline here. I will mark my hip measurement divided by 4 plus 1 inch. Now this short, like I said, has an elastic at the back, so we'll be working with our hip measurement instead of our waist measurement. So the elastic is going to gather it back to our actual waist measurement. So I'll mark my hip measurement here plus 1 inch, and I'll mark it here. So when I'm done marking, I'm going to connect the points together like this. So this is it. Now guys, I'll come over to this cross line, and I'll mark my thigh measurements divided by 2, and I'll add 2 inches to that. Now go ahead and measure your thigh measurement divided by 2, and you can add 2 inches or 3 inches to it. Yeah, if you want yours to be very free, go ahead and use 3 inches, but for me I'll be using 2 inches, so I'll just mark it here. So this is it here. Now I'll come over to this point, and I'll go up from this point. Now I'll go up by 1 inch. Now this 1 inch will enable us to have our crushed curve. So I will mark 1 inch here at the middle. So I'll connect it. You can use your ruler, or you can use your free hand as well. I'll just connect it like this. Like I said, if you don't have a ruler, go ahead and use your free hand to just create a nice curve. So this is now our crushed. So this is our crushed here. Now at this down part, I'm going to minus 1 inch, 1 inch rather. I'll minus 1 inch from what I got at the thigh, and I will make a point there. Now if you want your short to be a bit tight, you don't want it to be this free, you can go ahead and minus 1.5 inches, but I want mine at this part to be open, so I went ahead to minus 1 inches, and I will connect the lines together like this. So this is it. When I'm done, I'm going to open up the side because this fabric is actually on fold. So I'll open up the sides here. I'm going to open this up. So we're using this front to cut out the back. So guys, I've placed my front on another fabric that is actually on fold. So on this crushed area, I'll go up by 1 inch here, and I'll mark it. I'll create a mark there. So this is the back. I went up by 1 inch. Now on this side of the crushed, for the back, I'm going to be marking 2 inches. Now you know our back is actually bigger than our front, so these 2 inches will help us accommodate our butt. So I'm going to mark 2 inches all the way to the end of this crushed area here. Now guys, this fabric is on fold like I said, so when I'm done with all the measurements, I'm going to be opening it up. So I'll mark 2 inches all the way like this, and on this side I will mark 1.5 inch. Now because I'm actually small, I decided to mark 1.5 inch on this side for the back. I don't want this short to be too bogus for me. I'm actually small, but you can go ahead and use 2 inches, 2.5 inches is will be perfect if you're on the bigger side. So go ahead and use 2 inches or 2.5 inch, but for me I used 1.5 inch. When I'm done, I'll just connect all the points together. So on this part, I'll connect that 1 inch that we went up by into the waistline like this. I'll connect it here, and the crushed area as well. I'm going to connect it like this. Sorry guys, I didn't know this part wasn't showing. Please guys, kindly subscribe to my channel. Thanks. So I want this short to have a pocket at the side, and to do that I went down from the waistline by 6 inches, and I went in on the side by 2 inches, and I just created a curve to meet that 6 inches point, and I'm going to cut this out. So I have this fabric here that I'll be using for the pockets, and it's 9 inches long, and it's actually 8 inches in width. So this is it, and I have two of it that I'll be using for the two front piece. So I'll place them together like this. I will get my front, and I'll place the front to one side of this pocket piece that I just made. I'll place it like this, making sure that the sides are properly aligned. They are properly aligned like this, as you can see me trying to arrange the sides here. When I'm done and I'm sure that they are together, I'm going to cut this out the same shape, having that curve. So this is it. When I'm done cutting it out, I will place them together like this, and I'll use my pins to secure this down. Just use my pins to hold it down because we are going to be sewing this part. So use your pins to hold this down so it doesn't move while you are trying to sew. So I'll just pin this down here, and I will go over to my sewing machine and I will stitch this down. When I'm done, I'll make a top stitch on it. So go ahead and stitch down and make the top stitch when you are done. So guys, I'm done stitching, and I also made a top stitch on this part. As you can see, this is our pocket piece. Now I'm going to fold this like this. I'll fold it like this, making sure that they are both meeting at this end here. I'll place it together like this, as you can see me doing. I'll place it together like this, and I will stitch this down. But first of all, before stitching down, let me use my pins to hold this in place so it doesn't move while I'm trying to stitch down. So I'll pin this down, or pin this upper side. we'll be stitching this upper side down as well. This waist part of the pocket, will stitch it down. Just make sure you pin down that it's not moving. So just pin this down once more. So this is it. Now I'm going to be stitching the sides and the upper part as well. So I'm done stitching, and this is our pocket. This is how our pocket is looking. So now I'm going to get my other front piece that I've also gone ahead to make the pockets as well, and I'll place them together. So this is the other side. As you can see, I've also gone ahead to make the pocket for this other side as well. I'll place them together, and I'll use my pin to hold it down. Like this. So when I'm done pinning, I'm going to sew this crushed area down using half an inch. I'll sew it down to the end. So guys, I've gone ahead to sew it down, and I sewed for both the back and the front of this short here. So now I will place this together at the crushed area here. I'll make sure that the line at which, the point at which we join them, they are meeting at that point there. I'll use my pin to pin it down. Please guys, if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, kindly subscribe to my channel, turn on your notifications so you get notified whenever I post a new video. So when I'm done pinning down, I'm going to sew this part and sew the other side as well. So guys, I'm done sewing, and I went ahead to close up the sides using one inch rather. So this is it. Now I also went ahead to have this long fabric here. I measured around the waist, and I got 35 inches. So this long fabric is actually 37 inches long. So now I'm going to place it like this. I also went ahead to iron ST on it just to make it firm. So I'll place it like this from the inside. I'm going to sew all the way around using half an inch, and I'll turn it over when I'm done to the right side, and I will stitch on top like this, leaving 1 inch that I'll be using to fix in my elastic when I'm done. Don't forget to fold the down part of your shorts when you are done. So guys, I went in by 1 inch on both sides before fixing my elastic. So guys, this is the end of the tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.